So Rockstar just released the trailer for the upcoming San Andreas Mercenaries DLC for GTA Online, and as usual, Red or Online players get some recycled garbage discounts and bonuses. Like, who cares about Red Dead Online, right? Not even the developers care for it. So let's just focus on GTA Online and break down this trailer, shall we? So from the first scene of this trailer, we can find the 4 new vehicles coming to this DLC. On the bottom left, we can see the stock car styled Gauntlet Hellfire, not to be confused with the Gauntlet EV we saw in Newswire. And above that, we can see the Canada helicopter but with weapons? Wait, Rockstar Games actually listening to the community and adding changes to the game?
Impossible.
I thought it was a myth. But yeah, that's the Canada helicopter but with weapons. From this clip and the artwork we can see the helicopter has machine guns and rockets. The rockets look like barrage missiles from the Hunter helicopter, but it could be homing as well. Maybe we could switch between barrage and homing, like we can upgrade Nakula and Hunter helicopter. The next vehicle we can see is the new SCV, which looks to be based off of the Mitsubishi Pajero. I don't really have any opinion about it. It's just a two-door SUV. And at the top we can see the new plane, which looks to be a civilian plane. It reminds me of the Beagle plane from GTA San Andreas, but I could be wrong. Next up we can see the Avengers stored inside the hangar. So from now on we won't be needing the facility to buy and upgrade the Avenger. The next clip shows the inside of the Avenger. The thruster jetpack is now stored inside the hangar. This could mean that we'll probably be able to call the jetpack from the interaction menu under the Avengers section. And another thing is this new panel. This would be one of two things. Either it's the new control panel for the missiles and guns in the Avengers, or the panel to start the operations in this DLC, kind of like how the panel in Terabyte and MOC works. After a very long time, a new handheld weapon is getting added to the game. The tactical SMG, is that what they're calling it? It looks like just a beefed up version of the AP pistol. This off-road vehicle we see in this next clip might be a new truck or just a modified version of the existing trophy truck. I say might because for me it looks like just a modified version of the trophy truck. Okay, now the big one, the new jet. From what we can see, it has VTOL, it has missiles and cannon. It looks like it's based off Lockheed Martin F-35, and that's what we know about it for now. And it looks like it has no countermeasures. That's good considering it's a jet. The cannon in the front most probably is an explosive cannon, like they're not gonna add a jet with just normal cannons. And all the jets shown here looks with the same livery, so it might be another OP Pegasus vehicle. I sure hope it's not the case. And from the gameplay we see the new jet creeping up onto other jets, so it might have stealth features. We don't get a much look at this new jet, so I'm just hoping it's not that much OP. But really, I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. I can't wait to kill Lolas with this jet. Come on now. And that is mostly we know about this DLC. We saw the trailer. We don't get much gameplay from this, but from what we know, we're gonna attack the Merryweather. We're gonna attack from our hangar. Our hangar is gonna be our new base of operations in this DLC. And that is mostly it. We have to wait for Rockstar to release a newswire so we can get more information about this DLC. And just as I was about to end this video, Rockstar just released another newswire just to mess with me. I guess we're covering this now too. I'm just gonna freestyle it, so screw it. So let's see what this newswire's got us. So this is just introduction, we don't need to cover this. This is where the newswire actually starts. Vehicle updates. The ability to claim all destroyed vehicles at once when filing a Moss Mutual insurance claim. This one is actually a really good change. Like how annoying it would be to claim just 20 vehicles by calling Moss Mutual every time for each and every vehicle. Like that gets really annoying. Now claiming all vehicles, that's just a quality of life change. That's a really good change. What can I say? Next up, Moss Mutual will no longer charge for recovering personal vehicles destroyed during contact missions. I don't know how that is useful. Like, was that $20,000 really that much expensive? Most probably in contact missions you use like what, one vehicle, and if the vehicles gets blown up, you most probably fail the mission. So Is that really necessary? I mean, yeah, it's a good change. It doesn't hurt, so why not? Custom description tags for garages to help quickly locate your favorite rides when calling the mechanic. This one, this one's actually really good. When you have like what 200 vehicles in this game, you don't really keep track of what vehicles you store in which garage. So this one really helps us get our rides. Next up, the ability to select from individual floors when requesting vehicles from Eclipse Boulevard Garage. When I first stored vehicles in this garage and called the mechanic to call, I thought it was a bug that uh, the floors didn't show in this garage. I didn't know it wasn't a feature that didn't get added, so now they're actually adding it. That's really good feature because you know how annoying it is to scroll through 50 vehicles to get the right one. You need at that point you most probably forgot what vehicle you were even trying to call it. So this one actually is really good. Next, pressing D-pad right will engage stealth mode on the new F-160 Raiju plane. Wait, first of all, the new jet has stealth mode. Really cool. I like that. Second of all, what is that name? Like, the jet is based off the F-35. They would have just named it F-160. It would have been fine. Like F-35, F-160, yeah, whatever. What is that Raiju name? Like, these names sound more Indian than me. Like, take that I and you got yourself an Indian name, bro. What is this weird ass name? Uh, I don't know. I guess that Raiju means wolf. It is a stealth plane. I mean, jet, stealth jet. I don't really know why they went for a wolf. Like, if you think of stealth animal, wolf is most probably not the first animal that comes to your mind. If they had went with like a leopard or jaguar, that would have been more sense. But I guess it's Rockstar. They make weird names like Corsita or something. A car they added. Rockstar with their new weird names, I guess. Next up, the option to re-request an active MOC Avenger or Terabyte deliver close to your location via the interaction menu. Before this, you actually had to like send it back to your base and then you have to call it. That's a really hassle. But now you just have to recall it. That's really a good feature now. Additional filters for race types when browsing the jobs menu. uh, today is the day of like weekly update, and transform race was in double RP. I was trying to search that up and I didn't even know where the transform races were. I searched up in races, it wasn't in races. I searched up in adversary mode, it wasn't in adversary mode. I had to Google it and I found out that it was in stunt races. So this would probably help us to navigate better in the job section, but I don't know if it would add more relevance to the races. Like nowadays, I don't really find any good lobbies for races. It's mostly modders completing the race in 2 seconds or whatnot. I don't really get motivation to do races in this game anymore. But yeah, for those hardcore car guys, it's really a good change. Next up, the Willet Eudora and Albany Classic Broadway will be eligible for taxi work when using taxi liveries. Now this one's really good. Now this change alone gonna make these two vehicles worth buying. Like, how cool is it to roll up on this crazy taxi looking taxi? Like, it's really cool. Do you guys even remember the game Crazy Taxi?
Hey, hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi!
My childhood I played that game, and when I first saw this vehicle, I just thought of the game, and the inability to use it as a taxi was really bothering me. Now that we are able to use this as a taxi, this is really good. I like this change. Next up, lesser used vehicle will be removed from in-game websites to streamline the browsing experience. The vehicles will be made available via events, showrooms, the Lucky Wheel, and the other places. Now, what do they mean by lesser used vehicles? Do they mean the vehicles like the civilian vehicles that are in the uh, browsers to buy, like, or the vehicles that added but are used less that they're gonna remove? I don't really get what they mean by lesser used vehicle, and how would they be available? Like, I I get it, they're gonna be available in showrooms and Lucky Wheels and other places, but how many places do you have in the showroom? There's like what, five in Simeon and the two in luxury autos, so that's like seven. But all those 7 wouldn't be the vehicles that got removed. So I don't know if you'd be able to buy these vehicles again, if that's even a possible thing. My OCD is kind of kicking in. I need to collect all those vehicles, man. Like, it's kind of like Pokemon. But again, they are lesser used vehicle. I don't really know if that would even make a change. But streamlining the browsing experience in the game, like you see 250 vehicles listed straight up, and it's really annoying to navigate between vehicles you actually want to buy. So this could be a good change according to what vehicles they remove from the browsing experience. So we'll see about this when this change gets added to the game. Next, the gameplay updates, the major thing. A new register as a boss option in the interaction menu, merging Secure Serve and Motorcycle Club. So, if you register as a boss, would you be able to summon both Secure Serve buses and your motorcycles? Would that be possible? If that's so, really cool. I like that. But in that case, won't you be able to summon your oppressor and DST? Wouldn't that make a bit OB? I don't know. That seems a bit concerning. I don't know if they thought this through, but uh, I wish they do something about that BST and oppressor spawning ability. I mean, they did nerf the oppressor, but if you're on ground, you're still screwed. You're gonna get teabagged by the oppressor. There's no saving that. But I hope they do any changes to the BST mechanism. Next, a buy all option when purchasing body armor and ammunition. Rank requirements for any body armor are also being removed. I guess someone in Rockstar is actually watching Dark Viper AU videos. Like, have you seen how many times he complained about this body armor feature? Like, he every time he plays a GT Online playthrough, he just complains about that body armor feature. I mean, he's not wrong, but still, uh, I guess it's a good feature now that they're adding it. Now you don't have to wait that awkward 10 second for every body armor purchases, so you can just buy all. I feel like it should have been added when they changed the snack mechanism and the ability to buy all snacks, but at least now they're adding it, so that's really good. Next, body armor will be restocked after quickly starting a mission, matching the same body armor levels as when first entering the body. Yeah, see, someone is actually watching Dark Viper, man. These 2 points, which was actually complained by him, like, if you've seen any of his video, you know how when he plays GT Online, he complains about this body armor thing. Yeah, if you play a mission and you lose your body armor, you won't be regaining it after you're restarting the mission, but uh, apart from Doomsday Heist, it never really bothered me about that body armor, because mostly you don't want to die in these missions. But if you die in Doomsday Heights, it's really annoying to come back to the place where before you died. So, but it's still a really good change. Next up, when equipping body armor via the weapon wheel, the type of armor will be relative to how much damage the player has taken. This one, this doesn't really make much sense. Like, most people use heavy armor. Like, no one's gonna be running with 5 of each armor. Like, who uses that? You just buy heavy armor, you just full bar of armor. Like, you know, who wants a light armor or a medium armor? Like, no one carries that. So I don't know how this is relevant or even useful, but okay, I guess why not. Next up, okay, this one's hilarious. When parachuting or in free fall, players will no longer receive phone calls from Tom Connors or English Dave. Imagine how much annoyed players would be that they complained and it's getting added to this game. Like, I've never encountered any of these calling me while I was parachuting or in free fall and that ruining my landing and dying or whatnot. But I've seen many clips where people get fucked by these two guys. But so I guess it's a really good change for those people. I've never experienced it, but I can feel how annoying it would be. Raso dispatch services no longer requires multiple players and can be taken on solo. I don't really know what this is like. Raso dispatch services, is that a contact mission or a free mode mission? I never played it, but I guess it no longer requires multiple players and can be taken as solo. Next, alternative sprint control, hold to sprint in settings menu. This, I don't think this feature has been in any GTA game. Like, you can go as far back as GTA 3. I don't think this was ever a feature. But now that they're adding to this game, many players can go back to the default setting like hold to sprint. Many games have that hold to sprint feature except GTA 5. So if anyone used to that, they can use it in GTA as well now. Players will be able to select a name for their asset product via the interaction menu to receive a 5% sell bonus. I guess now you will be able to rename your asset product as 99.1% chemically pure crystalline methamphetamine now to receive a 5% sell bonus. Is that it? This is a fun one. This is for the meme ones. Next up, rank requirements for daily objectives will be removed to allow more players to participate. First of all, daily objectives in GTA Online are not as much rewarding as daily objectives in say Red Dead Online. In Red Dead Online, you have like streaks that gives you more and more rewards as you continue your streaks. But in GTA Online, I don't really see the point of doing daily objectives. Uh, for me, I played this game for like what 2,800 hours, and I'll be honest, I've never completed all three of the daily objectives. I don't really know what happens if you complete the daily objectives. Is that even worth it? I don't really know, but I guess now you'll be able to play it without any rank requirements. Okay, the big one, like people have been begging for this change like since the launch of these two jets. Let's see what the change is. I'll come back to this one later. I'll just see this one. What this is. Rebalancing weapons on the laser and the Hydra and the orbital cannon can no longer be instantly reset or refunded to prevent players from being repeatedly targeted. Oh, finally, it's about time they added this change to the game. These two vehicles have been OP since they launched. Like before the addition of the explosive sniper to the game, you didn't really have many options to counter these. Like what you can get a night shark, but you needed a hiding place to even hide from these jets. If you're on the open ground, you're gonna get blown by these jets. Now that they're adding a change to these jets, it's just really welcoming. I wanna see how they nerf these things. Nerf the cannon, nerf the armor, or do anything. It's just too OP. Just do anything to nerf it. Why is the B11 even here? Like only these two jets are getting a nerf. This one actually needs a buff, in my opinion. Like the sound of the cannon and the fire rate doesn't really match. Like, what is this thing? This one really needs a buff. Speed, the cannon, anything. It just needs buff. And next, the orbital cannon. Yeah, I guess people in Rockstar games are actually watching YouTubers of GTA Online to keep changes to the game. First, we saw the armor change. Obviously, there was Dark Viper complaining about it. And next, the orbital cannon. Gilly Master has done like multiple videos about the orbital cannon, and now they're actually fixing it. I can feel how annoying it would be to get repeatedly targeted by the orbital cannon. Now they're actually fixing it. That's really good. That's a now we won't be able to like repeatedly target it using what the save wizard or something like that to save the progress. Now we won't be able to shoot repeatedly. You just shoot once and boom, you have a 45 minutes cooldown. Next, the first one, payouts on many collectibles and events such as buried stashes and treasure chests will be increased. We are also correcting payouts for Gerald's last play and a super yacht life upwards by 25%. 25%, what's that like? Even doubling the payout doesn't really work. Like you're gonna spend like what $6 million to get that yacht, and the missions doesn't really live up to that hype. Even with double money and RP, these missions are barely paying out any money. I guess you could play that for RP, but now they're only increasing the payouts for the super art missions. Uh, I guess if you want to play that, now they're increasing by 25%, but still you could play many other contents instead of this one. I don't really recommend this one. Next up, career progress. Tracking your criminal activities with career progress, a new feature that displays your progression as you rise through the criminal ranks and establish your rampant. This is I guess this is just a career progress, a feature you could see. You could look back and how far you come in this game. Yeah, that's a cool one to do while you board this game. What is this? Why is there snow there? And Halloween. Halloween happens on October. This is completely irrelevant. Anyways, that is mostly the newswire. There's a creator update here. I'll leave you guys if you want to read it. But that's mostly the changes everyone is looking forward for. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Stay tuned for watching more content about the upcoming DLC. I'm not really well, so my voice is probably isn't good. I can already feel it. I have to look through the recording. But anyways, thanks so much guys for watching and stay tuned for more updates.